Tonight on News 5 Live, a 35-year-old businesswoman is killed in Ladyville. Vanessa Acevedo is fatally injured in an attempted robbery. Another allegation of physical abuse is brought against Troy Banner, this time for reportedly injuring his newborn son. And Prime Minister John Briceño leaves the country. Francis Fonseca is the acting Prime Minister. These stories and more coming up on News 5 Live.
I'm always on the go, and the country is my home. So when I want to get away from it all, I immerse myself with my favorite movies, all from the new Smart Stream app. It's easy to use this service. Purchase your movies from the app and use your mobile data, Smart Stream data packages, or smart broadband to stream and enjoy. Be like me and stream on the go with Smart Stream.
Buying a car should be a great experience, and St. John's Credit Union wants to make it even better. But we offer more than just great low rates. We make the application process easy and make sure our members get the best service possible. At St. John's Credit Union, we offer excellent products backed by exceptional service. So the next time you are buying a new or used vehicle, take advantage of St. John's Credit Union's Drive Forward Auto Loan product. We'll put the buying power in your hands. Come and drive forward with our auto loans with rates as low as 9% and low or no down payments. Drive forward with St. John's Credit Union. Some restrictions apply.
You want a mobile service provider that allows you to stay connected with fast, reliable LTE coverage anytime, anywhere. Whether it's just to catch up with family, to share that experience with your one special friend, or to manage your small business. Whatever's your thing, you deserve to have the best mobile experience. Now you can do even more while on the go with the increased anytime data allowance in Digi's mobile postpaid plans. You now enjoy 8 gigs of anytime data starting at only $55 monthly. Or share up to 120 gigs of anytime data with up to 6 of your closest friends. That's more LTE data for you to enjoy during the day, nights, and weekends. No restrictions. So keep your gigs up with more data plus unlimited talk and text in all Digi postpaid plans. Visit a Digi store near you to sign up today. All you need is a valid ID and proof of address. It's time to get on Belize's fastest mobile 4G LTE advanced network. Visit livedigi.com to find out more, or hit us up on WhatsApp or Facebook. Digi, our national telecom.
The Miss Belize pageant is back. Find out who will represent us at the most important pageant in the world, Miss Universe. It takes place on Saturday, August 13th at 8:30 p.m. at the Bliss Center for the Performing Arts. Watch it live right here on Channel 5 or on our Facebook and YouTube pages. It's an event you won't want to miss.
Take a stand. Recycle what you can. Step 1. Rinse recyclable containers to remove all residue. Step 2. Remove all labels. Be careful. Step 3. Place all recyclable recyclable containers into the bag provided by the project team. Plastic containers, tin cans, and glass containers are acceptable. Step 4. Take the bag with recyclables out for collection. Step 5. Place bags with recyclables in an easily accessible area for collection. This initiative is being implemented in selected communities by the Belize Solid Waste Management Authority through the Inter-American Development Bank with funding from the Japan Quality Infrastructure Initiative under the Japan Special Fund.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Monday, August 8th. I am Sabrina Daly. It was another deadly weekend, and this time, a mother and businesswoman was the target of a robbery and cold-blooded murder. The incident happened at Cocktail Bar and Lounge in Ladyville, at the corner of Paris Road and Woodpecker Street, where Vanessa Acevedo lived and operated a bar. And while police have already made an arrest, this offers little consolation to Acevedo's daughter, who's left behind in grief, and other relatives and friends who must now continue on without her. News 5's Marion Ali has the story in the following report.
One witness, he was there with my niece. He helped her close the place.
Okay.
So it seems that the two men made a witness by the gate. So one of them entered the yard and asked about the money. So he gave her the purse. Then he is close to her to get the purse and then shot her.
This is how a grieving aunt relayed to us how an eyewitness briefed the family of the incident that took the life of Vanessa Acevedo. Maria Acevedo told News 5 today that her niece was simply trying to make life for herself and her daughter by operating a bar as her means of livelihood. Together, mother and daughter moved to the address only 2 months ago in June, where she operated the Cocktail Bar and Lounge.
It was her dream to have her own business because she was a hard-working lady. Since she was a young lady, she worked hard for a raise her daughter because she raised her by herself.
Yes.
And she may just get the chance to put her own business, and this is what happened.
Head of the CIB, ASP Alfonso Aban, shared with the media that the motive of the killing was robbery.
They met a person who informed them that the owner of the bar, Vanessa Acevedo, has received a gunshot wound to the chest. She was transported to the Houston Memorial Hospital where she succumbed of her injuries. A minor has been arrested and charged for the crime of murder. The motive is robbery. There's another person that police are looking for at this time who have revealed that based on the investigation that has been carried out.
Aban informed that police recovered the money bag from a street where the accused gunman is believed to have run to immediately after the incident. This is not the first time that violence has visited the area. In June of last year, Orin Velasquez, popularly known as Brother O, was shot dead as he was closing his pizza outlet adjacent to this murder scene. Now, a mother and her granddaughter join the rest of the family in mourning the loss of their loved one.
Devastated, like her mother too. Yes, they are really sad. They not even want to eat nothing. They devastated. It's so sad to see them hurting so far right now.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.
A resident of Orange Walk District lost his life over the weekend when he was reportedly knocked down by a motorist along the stretch of road near San Jose Village. We say reportedly because police are investigating another angle to this tragic incident. Israel Chable was unresponsive when he was discovered on Saturday morning. By the time he was rushed to the Northern Regional Hospital, he had succumbed to his injuries. Investigators believe, however, that foul play may have played a role on Chable's demise. Assistant Superintendent Alfonso Aban explains.
It's on Saturday, the 6th of August at 5:30 a.m. Orange Walk Police was called of a male person seen on the middle of the road in San Jose Village, where they saw one Israel Chable who received several injuries to the body, who was transported to the Orange Walk Hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival.
Okay, and what's the police investigation saying so far in regards to if it was indeed intentional?
The injuries received do not appear to be that of a road traffic accident.
Okay, so can you say that it was blunt force trauma, if he was shot or anything like that?
There are several injuries to the body, and the police are still investigating that matter.
According to Chable's younger sibling, the family is working closely with the police to determine what caused the accident or whether her brother was in fact the victim of something sinister.
Well, so far we haven't get to a conclusion because depending on the autopsy, the police will be notifying us what really transpired. But apparent to them, it was an accident. It was like he has his head, I don't know if it was a machete cut or what was it on the head. So somebody dropping from a bicycle, that could be an accident. So, and depending on the autopsy, we will maybe try to reach a conclusion. Or we only have rumors only.
The police, are they telling you anything beyond what they've shared with you preliminarily?
Well, they tell me they are following points, clues that we are giving them depending on the rumors, but sometimes they come back to zero again. But they are keep on following to all rumors we're trying to get. Somebody just come with some rumors, some information. Maybe it's an important clue for police to follow up. Might be true, might not be true, but it could be something helpful for the police to determine what really happened. Since my mother and my father passed away, we have been kept only 4 sisters and him, the elder brother, because my eldest brother passed away already first. So we have been talking to him. We only have him. So he slowed down on his drinking. What we usually do, we try to socialize at home. We usually buy and stay at home, socialize, put some music, and socialize. He was a joyful person. And yes, when he go out, he take a couple beers, but not like before. He would find his way home. He never missed home. I would just make a plea to the public. If they would know anything, would be very important. It will be very confidential because all clues I'm giving to the police, I'm telling them, well, it's not something like 100% we know is that true. It's just a rumor. But it might be helpful for the police.
A family from Frank Eddy's village in the Cayo district continues to mourn the death of Samuel Pop, who lost his life on Sunday night in a vehicle collision on the George Price Highway in Cotton Tree Village. 5 other persons traveling in both vehicles suffered varying degrees of injury, but survived the ordeal, while Pop, who was behind the steering wheel of a pickup truck, died on the spot. News 5's Dwayne Moody reports.
Sometime around 8:30 p.m., Samuel Pop was driving a pickup truck from the direction of Belmopan heading to his house in Frank's Eddy village. Traveling with him at the time were his wife and brother-in-law. As they neared the entrance to King's Children's Home in Cotton Tree, a red pickup collided into them.
A red in color Toyota pickup, which was driven at the time by Geronimo Ball, who was traveling from the direction of Belize City to Belmopan. And also police saw another Toyota pickup, black in color, which was driven by one Mark Samuels, which was traveling on the opposite direction, where Mark Samuels was seen with various head and body injuries and succumbed on the scene, at the scene.
Hera Monterosa says they got the dreaded call from her sister minutes after the incident happened. They rushed to the scene.
It's a girl, we get in an accident, but I'm not a response. I tell her where uno there. It tell me we're there by children's home. So we run gun with my pa, and then when we reach, a lot of people done me there, and police and ambulance me there. When I reach, I run gun to the vehicle, and I see he, and I still gun and touch with he hand. I feel it. I know I feel for he hand still. And then I tell police take out. They never want to take out, and ambulance me there too. So police tell me we can't do nothing, miss. We can't do nothing. I tell her yes. I did feel in hand. He tell me no, miss. We can't do nothing. He done dead. My little brother got hurt on his head and by his chin, but he get a CT scan by hospital, but everything's all right. And then my little sister, she just today she start feeling like she's hurt and so, but she get an X-ray too, but everything's good.
Pop died on the spot. His wife and brother-in-law were among 5 persons taken to the Western Regional Hospital in Belmopan. Monterosa tells News 5 that Pop pulled to the side of the road to avoid the collision.
They were coming from Benke Dengan and dropped my grandmother border. So then they come, and then when they come, he said, Sam see the vehicle, they come, and he said, make we get on the side. It'll be, make we get on the side because he said the man drunk. So he still gone on the side, but the man still gone crash into him.
So he took to the shoulder of the road, yes, and the other vehicle still crashed into him?
Yes, sir. Yes. He then still, he tried to avoid the accident.
The driver of the red pickup, Geronimo Ball, has since been served with a notice of intended prosecution as the investigation continues. Dwayne Moody for News 5.
Coming up, a stabbing in Sugar City. An attempted robbery victim defends himself against his attacker.
It's the return of DJ Puffy. Saturday, August 13th at the Gym Nightclub in Orange Walk, and Sunday, August 14th at the Cork Street Day Party.
Crisp and refreshing, golden in color, blissfully smooth. Lighthouse Lager is a classic European brew with the perfect blend of hops and barley. A flavor that always offers a great drinking experience. Night long, ice-cold Lighthouse is the lager that lets you shine on.
Shine on with Lighthouse Lager. Medriva is the safest and most reliable taxi service 24/7 countrywide. Get to your destination on time. No more calling. Just pin your location or schedule your ride, and a Medriva driver will be at your doorstep, whether you're going to work or picking up a loved one. There are 3 categories to choose from: budget, economy, Island Lux. Try our services today and earn loyalty points on each ride to get cashback deals on your next ride, or sign up to be a Medriva driver. Just be sure to have your police record on hand. Transportation services at your fingertips. Download the app today. Medriva, opening doors to new opportunities.
here to improve our communities, especially our tourism community, because they bring in the revenue and we want to give back to them. So when the minister told me that he wanted to unveil a welcome center in St. Bite, I had no objection. I said, Minister, I'm with you 100%. And he said further that you have bring opportunities for the people of St. Bite because you allow the cruise passengers to come into St. Bite. Because now St. Bite is going to the island. It should have been the other way around. So we hope that once everything is completed, we will see some significant improvement of revenues for the people of St. Bite.
From we got into government, I spoke to Honorable Rodwell Ferguson about this project, and I said that we want to do things that will transform the area, that will improve the area, that will take the area to a next level. And we believe that with certain investments that we can build a tourism product in this area whereby people would want to come from all over the world and from Belize. When you look at all the surveys and research, especially after COVID, people are looking for a life-fulfilling experience. They want to immerse themselves in culture. They want to experience the food, the music, the dance, just the way of life. They want to learn about the different cultures. St. Bite is the first Garifuna village outside of the peninsula, and I believe that creates an opportunity for this area, and that is why we're investing in this Vista Center, Cultural Center, so that you can showcase your culture, you can showcase your way of life in a first-class facility.
Thank you all, and we're grateful for this beautiful project that is definitely going to enlighten our community, bring economic development to our community, and likewise give our people a chance to showcase our culture and heritage.
Your Tuesday night entertainment is back. KTV The Remix Season 4. KTV! Come on out and win fabulous prizes and the chance to compete in our halftime challenge. Tickets are available at Channel 5 on Coney Drive at $3 for children and $5 for adults. Mask will be required. Or you can watch it live on Channel 5 or streaming on Facebook. The show starts at 8 p.m. at the Bliss Center for the Performing Arts. KTV The Remix Season 4. It's hot, it's live, and it's only on 5. KTV.
Tonight, Troy Banner is once again making headlines for allegedly committing an unthinkable act upon his 15-day-old son. The newborn was transferred from the Western Regional Hospital to the KHMH over the weekend after receiving medical attention for injuries he received, allegedly by his father. Police have since arrested and charged a 31-year-old man for grievous harm, but it's the third such allegation being made against him. It is deeply disturbing in the context of a similar incident in 2019 when his 2-month-old son lost his life under similar circumstances. News 5's Isani Cayetano reports.
In June 2019, Troy Banner, then 28 years old, was being investigated by police following the death of his newborn son. Baby Thavain Banner succumbed to injuries he received, purportedly at the hands of his father. The child died as a result of a fracture to the head and back, multiple skull fracture, and head trauma. His injuries were consistent with battered child syndrome. 3 years later, Banner is once again in the news for reportedly committing a similar act.
Police was called to the Western Regional Hospital where they saw a baby, 15 days old, who had injuries to her body. The baby was later on transferred to Carl Houston Memorial Hospital, where she was treated and released. So far, the father Troy Banner has been arrested and charged for grievous harm.
He was charged before for manslaughter of another child of his. And last time I think he got off on that charge. It's a police investigation. Now, what makes you believe that he indeed injured this child?
That's based on the statement given by the mother. The investigation was carried out and he was arrested and charged.
Can you say how exactly he injured the baby?
No, I would not go into details about the injuries.
News 5 is reliably informed that the neonate may have suffered a fractured shoulder, among other bodily injuries. It appears to be a disturbing pattern of physical abuse on Troy Banner's part.
He has been formally arrested and charged, and he's supposed to be arraigned today or early tomorrow morning.
This is the third time this man has been accused of injuring one of his own children, because I believe a previous woman that he had relations with said that the same thing happened to her child, who is not a baby, it's probably a teenager by now. Or will any of these cases be reopened or reinvestigated, seeing as though it seems like a pattern of behavior for him?
Well, the police will look at it and see if they will need to reopen a case, and if he's found to be at fault, then the police will deal with him.
3 years ago, in speaking with Banner, he told us that he rushed baby Thavane to the Western Regional Hospital when he observed that the infant began experiencing complications with breathing.
The baby started to choke as I was feeding him, and so he wasn't breathing well. So I tried to do what I could do as a father, not knowing anything in the threat, to try to get a response from him or to see him move or whatever. So I tried my best to get some assistance from someone to bring us to the hospital. We reached the hospital.
In the wake of that incident, Banner was arraigned on a charge of manslaughter. This recent allegation brought against him has been met with harsh criticism from the mother of another of his sons. In a social media post, the woman intimates that he was also physically abusive towards the child that they shared together. Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.
There was a stabbing incident in Orange Walk on Sunday when an individual who was allegedly being attacked by a trio of robbers defended himself with a knife. The altercation happened on Baker Street, and when it was over, one person was observed with injuries that were inflicted on him during the scuffle.
Yes, on Sunday, the 7th of August, 2022, at 1:19 a.m., police were called of a fight in progress at Baker Street in Orange Walk town, where they met Angel Ku, who reported that whilst walking on Baker Street, he was attacked by 3 male persons who attempted to rob him. As a result, he took out a utility blade and inflicted an injury to one of them, who was later identified to be Santiago Deras, who received an injury to his neck. He is presently admitted at the Northern Regional Hospital in critical condition.
Is he under police guard?
Yes.
And I'm expected to be charged once he's released?
Yes, as soon as if he's out of the hospital, he will be charged, definitely.
And about the other robbers?
They have not identified the other robbers, as the complainant does not know any one of them.
So no useful description of faces or anything like that to assist in identifying who these persons may be?
No, so far you haven't given any details as to that, as it happened so fast, according to the complainant.
A minor was sexually assaulted in the Lake Independence area of Belize City last Wednesday. The 12-year-old was walking along Hart Street when she was accosted by someone she recognized by his face only. She was then taken into a derelict building where she was taken advantage of.
On Wednesday, the 3rd day of August, around 3 p.m., a 12-year-old minor was walking on Hart Street when she was allegedly forced into an abandoned house, and the male person had sexual intercourse with her against her will. The police are still seeking for this person in question.
Does the 12-year-old know the person?
The minor knows him by face only.
After the break, will surveillance cameras across Belize City aid in catching criminals? But first, here's a look at the latest COVID-19 figures.
Presents the Belize Jerkfest 2022 inside the Marion Jones Stadium featuring Massacre live in concert. DJ Jashi, Jada Kingdom, Sweet Pink Band, Papa John, King Rome, and more. It's going down Saturday, August 20th. Get your tickets at BelizeJerkfest.com. General tickets $100 and $130 at the gate. VIP $150 and $180 at the gate. Get your tickets at BelizeJerkfest.com. Y'all know what it is.
Welcome to RFNG Insurance's educational series. Our aim is for you to understand insurance and how it works. Today, we will be discussing the average clause. The average clause is another complicated insurance term. So let's throw back to 2005 to hear Mr. Tucker expertly explain how the average clause works on an insurance policy.
If a hurricane comes, guess who can make sure we pay 100% of your claim? You can. Let's say your house is worth $100,000, but you decide to insure only half its value, $50,000, then bam, hurricane comes. The house is heavily damaged. Repairs will cost around $50,000. Not to worry, you say. I'm insured for that amount, so that's what I'll get back from my insurance. Not so. As any insurance company will tell you, you only insured your house for half its value, so you'll receive only half the cost of repairs.
Thanks for joining us. Be sure to join us for our next installment, where we will be discussing coverage on public and private roads.
Make your summer better. Over $35,000 in cash and prizes with Smart Summer Sweepstakes. Here's how you can enter for a chance to win. Purchase any device, sign up for a smart postpaid, broadband, or VoIP plan, use $50 or more regular prepaid credit, do a SIM swap, or text to the short code. You win 8946. And in the body of the message, enter the number of entries you would like to purchase. Each entry costs only 50 cents.
Don't waste any time. You can be the winner of weekly prizes starting July 1st. All methods give you more chances to win. Airline tickets, overnight stays at numerous resorts, cash prizes, gift certificates, and much, much more. One lucky person will win the grand prize of a $10,000 shopping spree courtesy Court and Smart.
Promotion ends September 16, 2022. So make your summer better by getting in the race to win with Smart Summer Sweepstakes. Smart, bringing people together.
¿Sabías que Hospital Galenia modificó los protocolos de seguridad y prevención de salud ante la pandemia de COVID-19 para evitar contagios?
Creamos un concepto que denominamos quirófano santuario no COVID.
Hospital Galenia, más que un hospital.
Make we one house at a time, make we count for the 2022 census. One house at a time, make we count, work towards the future, everybody count. We need it for information and your cooperation. Everybody in the Belize population. Mommy, daddy pick me on the senior section. Plus we need help from the youth population. From all over, we need data to measure development in every area, every aspect in the Belizean culture. 88, 67, every border. Make we count for the 2022 census. One house at a time, make we count. Work towards the future, everybody count.
The 2022 Population and Housing Census. Participate, respond, be counted.
The Miss Belize pageant is back. Find out who will represent us at the most important pageant in the world, Miss Universe. It takes place on Saturday, August 13th at 8:30 p.m. at the Bliss Center for the Performing Arts. Watch it live right here on Channel 5 or on our Facebook and YouTube pages. It's an event you won't want to miss.
Prime Minister John Breastfeeding departed the country on personal leave today. In his absence, Francis Fonseca, Minister of Education, Culture, Science and Technology, will act as Prime Minister. News 5 understands that Deputy Prime Minister Cordell Hyde is also out of the country. Prime Minister John Breastfeeding is expected to return to the country on Wednesday, August 10th. Because surveillance footage has proven to land convictions, the government is placing greater investment in technological equipment. On Friday, Prime Minister John Breastfeeding informed what the government is doing to help the police solve these major crimes.
We are using more and more technology within the police department. We're starting to working on putting up more cameras. We have a loan with Cabay that will allow us to put more cameras in the hotspots, especially in Belize City. We're getting body cameras for the police also, officers, so when you're out there that they could A, know that they can't misbehave, and B, if people are misbehaving, that we can capture that. We're hiring a few more police officers, and we're ensuring that these police officers are capable, that they are trainable, and that can be able to do the work.
While police continue to gather their evidence in the murder of Vanessa Acevedo, a number of persons have criticized the low conviction rate for murders in Belize. A lot of the acquittals that occur are because there is lack of eyewitnesses who are willing to testify against accused triggermen, leaving the case against these criminals weak. But where those witnesses have been scarce or scared to assist, technology is filling the void. Commissioner of Police Chester Williams told News 5 that in one such murder that is still unsolved, that of Dwayne White, who was shot and killed on July 7th on Antelope Street Extension, police are relying on surveillance footage to gather their evidence against the gunman.
The camera system we have had helped us tremendously in many investigations, and we're hoping that down the road it will continue to do so. We do have some in the Antelope Extension area. We have collected a number of footages that we're still reviewing. Some of them are not too clear, and so we're trying to see what can be done to enhance them for us to be able to identify the perpetrators. But yes, the matter with Mr. White is one that we are vigorously pursuing with the hope that we are going to find those who are responsible for it.
Some areas across Belize District experienced over 2 inches of rain over the weekend due to a tropical wave that passed over the country. And while most of the country experienced some relief from the rains today, another tropical storm is expected to cross over Belize on Tuesday afternoon. According to meteorologist Derek Redon, this forecasted system is expected to affect mostly the southern part of the country. He spoke with us over the phone.
Over the weekend, then, we had some unsettled weather. A trough of low pressure went through at the lower levels, and the upper levels were supporting it. And we had enough moisture. We had abundant moisture, especially on Sunday, and that resulted in some outbreaks of showers and thunderstorms, especially over the Belize district Sunday morning. We have 2 stations in Belize City Municipal Airport, and they got about 2.5 inches in that 3 hours span between, say, 7 a.m. and maybe 10. Right, so they got about 2.5 inches. Port of Belize got a little
So tell us a bit about what we can expect coming out of the weekend into the next few days.
Okay, so we have another tropical wave that we are expecting to cross sometime tomorrow evening, and that will affect us from starting tomorrow. So we're expecting again a few showers, maybe more, a few showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then Thursday, then we're expecting the showers to decrease, and Friday should be the best day out of the next 4 days.
Since 2012, all public hospitals across the country have been certified as baby-friendly hospitals, where mothers can breastfeed comfortably without discrimination. But this is not always the case in the workplace outside of the hospitals, where the Ministry of Health and Wellness is encouraging more employers to protect breastfeeding. According to Jihan Habet, a registered dietitian and nutritionist employed with the Ministry of Health, employers should grant breastfeeding mothers at least half an hour to an hour every day for the first 6 months to express breast milk or to breastfeed. We spoke with Habet via Zoom on the occasion of International Breastfeeding Week.
As a registered dietitian nutritionist, I'm here to encourage all mothers, to encourage them to prepare to breastfeed. We do give education while pregnant or during lactation, whether they need assistance in terms of how to breastfeed. If some mothers do have issues breastfeeding, and we are here to help. Across the nation, there are so many educators. There's breastfeeding educators. There are our MCH at the hospitals. There is HECOPAP. There are us as nutritionists. We're all here, the doctors, everyone is here to provide assistance, to provide education. We encourage breastfeeding not just for you as the mom, but for your babies, for their health, not just now, but in the future. We also encourage employers and those at the workplace to accept breastfeeding and to provide a healthy and comfortable space for these moms. It is actually encouraged by the WHO that mothers are allowed 30 minutes, an hour, 2 30-minute breaks in the workplace to be able to express or to be able to go home and breastfeed and things like that we need to accept, and we need to make it known to the public that breastfeeding is important. It is not taboo. It's not something that should be hidden, right? It is health. It is a right of the mother and a right of the child.
When we return, Blue Creek Village benefits from Scouts giving back to that southern community. But first, here's the weather forecast with data from the Belize Met Service.
Like Kohler. Welcome, GE Appliances.
Welcome,
Oran Windows.
welcome,
Tiles from around the world.
welcome.
Sherwin-Williams Paint and Coating. Visit us today at mile 3 on the Philip Golson Highway or call us at 223-3768. Design Depot. All in one place.
¿Sabías que Hospital Galenia modificó los protocolos de seguridad y prevención de salud ante la pandemia de COVID-19 para evitar contagios?
Garantizamos contener a los pacientes que allí estamos manejando y disminuir riesgos de infecciones para el resto del hospital.
Hospital Galenia, más que un hospital.
Applying for a Social Security sickness benefit? Here's what you need to know. A complete claims package includes 1. Sickness claim form fully completed by the claimant and medical doctor. 2. Salaries record form completed by the employer or HR representative. 3. Proof of bank account such as bank book, online banking, or statement displaying your name and account number. To submit via email, you need to take a clear photo or scan of the documents and email to claims@socialsecurity.org.bz. Be sure to include your full name, social security number, and benefit type in the subject line of the email. Deadline to submit is 14 days from your first day of illness. All forms are available on the website at www.socialsecurity.org.bz. Social Security Board, safeguarding you, your family, your future.
Reusable plastics. Did you know that until we find an alternative for plastic and all its uses, we will continue to need plastics, such as in the health sector? Plastic becomes a huge problem for Belize when it becomes waste and is improperly disposed of. When it is thrown on the side of the road and in our rivers and seas, it's eaten by animals and in turn by people, and it becomes an environmental and health issue. It costs us money for disposal, filling up dumps and landfills, and paying for associated healthcare. So what can you do? Choose to refuse single-use plastics is step 1. Step 2, instead, use the plastics that were meant to be reused, like coffee cups, water bottles, and food containers. We're not talking about buying a $1 bottle of water. I mean, you can, but how long will that last you? Reusable plastics keep plastics out of the environment for a much longer time and are even better than other forms of plastics like biodegradable or even compostable or bio-based plastics. By reusing, you are also saving money since you aren't rebuying the same thing over again. Think about it. How many bottles of water do you buy every week? How much does that cost compared to the cost of a reusable bottle? Imagine what you can do with the extra money. Click on the link below to see what you can do to help end the nightmare of single-use plastics. I'm Alison Castillo, and now you know.
Your Tuesday night entertainment is back. KTV The Remix Season 4.
KTV!
Come on out and win fabulous prizes and the chance to compete in our halftime challenge. Tickets are available at Channel 5 on Coney Drive at $3 for children and $5 for adults. Mask will be required. Or you can watch it live on Channel 5 or streaming on Facebook. The show starts at 8 p.m. at the Bliss Center for the Performing Arts. KTV The Remix Season 4. It's hot, it's live, and it's only on 5.
KTV!
With the help of sponsors from the U.S. and here in Belize, the Santa Elena Jaguars Scouts 27 provided footwear and grocery items to over 300 families in Blue Creek Village, Toledo District over the weekend. The community is located 24 miles outside of Punta Gorda town. Not only were members of the Santa Elena Jaguars Scouts 27 able to give back, they were also taught how to prepare a traditional Maya dish in the kitchen. News 5's Paul Lopez has the story.
The Santa Elena Jaguars Scouts 27 traveled across 3 districts over the weekend to give back to residents in Blue Creek Village in the Toledo District. Scout leader Adian Flowers spearheaded the trip.
All the way from Cayo. So every year we have some shoes that we give away to that's donated from the U.S. We have our friends in Wisconsin. They collect the shoes, make sure it's clean and everything, and send it down to us, and we distribute it.
Over 300 pairs of footwear were given away to residents on Saturday. Villagers formed a long line as they each awaited their turn to select a shoe size to fit. Roman Shaw, the first alcalde of Blue Creek Village, was present.
Everything went well, and the guys are really big helpful to our community. Even our community would like to make them happy as well. Everything, little children, they really feel happy with their shoes, whatever they receive. So on behalf of the alcalde and the council, we just like to say thank you to everybody.
For lunch that day, members of the Scout group were treated to a hot bowl of caldo cash, a traditional Mayan chicken soup. During the preparation process, these good Samaritans received a lesson on how to prepare corn tortillas and chocolate tea, the traditional Maya way.
It was really eye-opening to see where people grew up, you know. Utsil is one of my great friends, and it was nice to come to his village and see how people traditionally live in Mayan households. You don't really get to experience much of that, and it's really amazing. I love how warm the people came and welcomed.
When it was time for the team to head back to base, a bridge within the community that they had crossed earlier in the day was flooded due to torrential rains.
Our original part flooded over, so we had to come across in kayaks, and that took so long, and it was like so cool because the current was coming and it was like shoving us down the river. So that was like something extremely cool. We don't really get to experience that in Santa Elena. So
on day 2, over 80 boxes of groceries were distributed to villagers. The 2 days of activities in the village was the brainchild of Scout member Utsil Shaw. Born and raised in Blue Creek Village, Shaw now lives in the Coyote district with his parents.
I'm glad I came back because it feels nice to give back to the community that I grew up in.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
Just ahead, meet the ladies vying for Miss Universe Belize 2022.
I'm on my way to Belize, where I can get what I need and save some money. After 75 years in the business, nobody do it like Belize. Hello, how may I help you? Anything you need, we got you. Whether it tools or tiles, lights and fans, we are serving with a smile. Genuine plumbing and electric supply, quality construction supply, heating and air condition, 100% Belizean. Belize, celebrating 75 years. Quality and savings, quality and savings. Belize, celebrating 75 years. Quality and savings, quality and savings. Belize, celebrating 75 years. Quality and savings. Quality and savings.
Taking its name from the venerable father of the nation, the George Price Highway stretches 77 miles from Belize City to Benque Viejo. Originally built in the 1930s, this cross-country highway system is the artery that links Belize to Central America at the western border with Guatemala. That connection facilitates overland trade, supporting Belize's economic development. Winding its way across the scenic countryside, the George Price Highway from Roaring Creek to Esperanza has been fully reconstructed to meet international standards, with particular emphasis on road safety. A shorter and hassle-free commute is best enjoyed when everyone obeys the traffic laws. To reduce the number and frequency of road traffic accidents, it means that a seatbelt must be worn at all times and the speed limit observed when traveling along the highway. It also means that pedestrians must use sidewalks and crosswalks where available. Buses should only board and discharge passengers at a designated bus stop. Road safety is everyone's responsibility. It begins with you.
When all hope is lost and the days ahead look grim, we find ourselves looking for someone to shake things up, rescue us, and point us in the right direction. What if the one we've been waiting for has been here all along? Join us for our new series, Troublemaker, as we learn about a man who wasn't afraid to stand up for what's right to make this world a better place.
Standing over this. Messi.
Great entertainment stays with you, and we bring you great entertainment. Next Gen, the ultimate digital experience.
Dwayne Moody, Isani Cayetano, Marion Ali, Paul Lopez.
Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
I'm always on the go, and the country is my home. So when I want to get away from it all, I immerse myself with my favorite movies, all from the new Smart Stream app. It's easy to use this service. Purchase your movies from the app and use your mobile data, Smart Stream data packages, or smart broadband to stream and enjoy.
Be like me and stream on the go with Smart Stream.
Your Tuesday night entertainment is back. KTV The Remix Season 4.
KTV.
Come on out and win fabulous prizes and the chance to compete in our halftime challenge. Tickets are available at Channel 5 on Coney Drive at $3 for children and $5 for adults. Mask will be required. Or you can watch it live on Channel 5 or streaming on Facebook. The show starts at 8 p.m. at the Bliss Center for the Performing Arts. KTV The Remix Season 4. It's hot, it's live, and it's only on 5.
KTV.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5 Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
Persons at risk of becoming seriously ill from the flu or the coronavirus. People over the age of 60, persons with medical conditions they already had, such as diabetes or heart disease or conditions that has made their immune system low, such as HIV or cancers. At this time, there is no vaccine or treatment. Serious cases may need oxygen or ventilator support. Be caring and show support for your elderly loved one during this time. A health and wellness message from your Ministry of Health.
Pageant Week has officially opened as the Miss Universe Belize Committee searches for the next beauty ambassador to represent the country on the international stage of pageantry. 6 delegates from across the country are vying for the coveted title and will compete inside the Bliss Auditorium this Saturday, August 13th. And today, News 5's Dwayne Moody was at Vinotopia in Belize City when they were officially sashed. Meet the Miss Universe Belize 2022 beauties.
Honestly, it wasn't in my mind to run for Miss Universe Belize this year, but I got the opportunity, and why waste an opportunity? So I'm here and I'm enjoying the process, so let's see what God brings.
It's something so out of my comfort zone, and this will give me more resilience and make me more confident in myself.
I decided to join because I felt like I needed the confidence, the boost in confidence, and I wanted to make more friends.
I decided to join the pageant because being in a position of privilege to speak about the advocacies that I'm really passionate about has always been a dream of mine.
What are some of those advocacies?
It's literacy and the arts in particular.
Well, I think I'm at a stage in my life now where I'll be able to represent our country well and inspire young girls and young people in general to pick up, any leadership position that they might find fit and do it.
I wanted to give back. I have been studying for a really long time, and every time I come home, I am filled with joy and just overwhelmed by the creativity of Belizean artists and small businesses, and I really just wanted to invest in them and uplift them in my platform.
The 2022 cohort of beauties for the Miss Universe Belize pageant comes from different walks of life. They've been putting in the work despite their busy schedules. They say the preparation has been grueling but rewarding as well.
I'm still studying, I'm working, and I live abroad, so for me it's been tiring. It's been all over the place, a roller coaster of emotions, but we gotta pull it together and just keep going.
You're ready for pageant night?
I can honestly say that yes, I am.
The process has been quite hectic. However, I have been managing it with my personal life, and it has been quite a good balance, and I think I am doing a great job in keeping everything intact.
I come from a very small community, and we're very religious, so I don't have a lot of support, but I have my set group of cousins and close family that have been there behind me, so they've made it a bit easier, and but yeah, it's been a lot of hard work and stress.
It's been really rigorous, to be honest. It's been a lot of just practicing in the heels every single day. It's been working out. It's been trying to make sure that we stay up to date with content creation. So it's been a roller coaster, but it's been really rewarding.
It has been challenging. So I am working, I'm a lecturer, I'm doing my master's, and I'm preparing for a pageant. So I have my hands full right now, and it gets a little bit overwhelming at times, but I'm managing.
This has been a journey. Balancing PhD coursework and writing my dissertation, as well as learning how to walk in heels, has been a learning curve for me. So I'm really excited to just kind of show everyone all that we've been working on.
This year, House of Crowns by Team Destination is the official trainer for the delegates. 5 of the 6 opted to do the training, which focused on all aspects of presentation, from social media presence to runway, public speaking, and more. Its president is Miss Universe Belize 2019, Destiny Arnold.
But we wanted to make sure that each time that we selected a new group of girls that we're raising the notch. We are talking about girls who are going from farm life to pageant life, those who are studying for their masters and their PhDs. We're definitely showing the world what Belize has to offer on a different level. I think they are going to have to exemplify forward thinking. We already heard the announcement that Miss Universe is changing up the rules next year, so it's more about how to amplify being an empowered woman, being confident, showing what that looks like in your country, and how you can relate to the girls internationally.
As if they were already in the question and answer segment, the media asked each of the delegates their perspective on what beauty is. Here's how they responded.
Empowering and feminism.
Okay.
2 words, big words.
Someone with beauty is someone who is kind, someone who is caring, someone who others will look at you and think, wow, this is an amazing person. So beauty is definitely not on what is on the outside, rather what is inside.
To me, it's being confident in who you are and what you are. It's not about, sometimes it is about looks. Take care of yourself, right? Like, don't just let yourself go. But definitely it's about knowing who you are and embracing that.
Beauty is confidence. Beauty is being confident in your own choice of self-expression, no matter what it looks like.
To be beautiful, it means that you're confident, but you're also humble, and you use your beauty in positive ways that you are able to help other people.
I believe beauty comes in different shapes and sizes, and so there's no one definition of beauty, but at the end of the day, being beautiful is standing in your own identity and choices and really just owning who you are, whatever that looks like, whatever shape or size you are.
Dwayne Moody for News 5.
Going into Pageant Week, the delegates will be engaged in a number of activities, including an official photo shoot in San Pedro on Tuesday. Earlier today, they also visited Liberty Children's Home, and there will be other events on their schedules. Miss Universe Belize 2018, Janelle Fraser, spoke to the media about that and where you can get your tickets for the pageant.
Tomorrow we're having the official photo shoot in San Pedro. We have an excursion for the girls. We have a bunch of different activities, fun-filled week of activities, and I'm hoping that they enjoy this experience. Every year we're trying to get better and better, and based on the looks on their faces, they're smiling, they seem happy, and so I'm convinced that on that pageant night, it's going to show that they were content and ready.
Are tickets still available? And how
Absolutely. Tickets are on sale today at the Bliss Institute of Performing Arts from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and the pageant show is 8:30 p.m. on Saturday.
Prices?
Yes, so the VIP is $100, the reserved is $50, and the general is $25.
The pageant will be streamed live on Saturday right here on Channel 5. And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available in both text and streaming video at channel5belize.com. You can also connect with us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/News5Live. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us. And from all of us here at News 5, please remember to wash your hands, keep your social distance, and stay safe. Good night.